Swimmer!
If the balloon popped, I'd go home and stay home, and we'd be okay.
Somebody told us you can actually stake a claim out here too.
Oh, 1.1 million.
Coldest I ever dealt with it was negative 60 degrees.
So everyone knows everyone here?
Yeah.
I went out and started it one morning and then shut the door, and it just has a big old crack through it.
You either have to have an airplane or a boat, preferably both. It'd be like you died and went to heaven.
On the highway.
Greetings from Salmon, Idaho, where cotton rains from the sky. Early summer, late spring, these trees basically rain seeds, and it's covered in this like fluffy cotton material so it can transport. And it's completely harmless, but I just thought it was so cool because every time we stepped outside, it felt like we were just walking in snow. No way. Oh, wow.
Swimmer! Multiple swimmers! Rule! Hey, rule! We got more swimmers coming. This is a training program we do every year. They're pretty fun.
Is this some of the best whitewater in the country, you think?
You know, Idaho is famous for its whitewater, no doubt.
Yeah.
It's world famous. You know, the Middle Fork of the Salmon is certainly
Sweet.
world renowned, but it presents a lot of challenges that we need to train for, high water being one of them.
And that's what you guys are doing, is literally just doing like swift water, throw out a rope, dragging them in?
Yeah, this is one of the exercises that we'll do in the 2-day program. A little triage.
Yeah, I'd say.
So yeah, I mean, we got a whole range of experience levels from 25, 30-year guides to people who have never swam in the river before. It's cool because we just, you know, by the end of the day, people's confidence level is way higher than it was, you know, to begin with. And that's really what we're doing out here, is just getting people familiar with what they're capable of in and around the water. So
Cold water exposure, is that a big concern for you guys out here?
it is the biggest threat this time of year, is hypothermia, especially with our guests. Most of the time they're in wetsuits that are protective but not quite to this level, and so we need to get them out of the water quick.
That is so cool. So what you guys are seeing is something called a throw bag, and it's a safety rope. So if someone goes in the water, they have this bag that's got like a lot of feet of rope attached to it, so they will just haul it right at you. So if you're ever rafting and you see one of those bags come at your face, grab the rope, not the bag, because if you grab the bag, you're just gonna go like unwind with just
All the rope.
all the rope. The raft guides always say, listen, if the bag hits you in the face, that's a good thing, don't get mad at us.
That water is a little bit chilly. You don't have much time if you fall in there. Let's just say that. The little duck, she's bedding down right now.
Yeah, kind of camouflaged in there. Those little ducklings jumped in the water. Man, they're gonna have to learn how to swim in a hurry.
Water levels are up everywhere.
This is the earliest that we've been here.
Uh-huh.
We've been here in July and August, and the river is definitely lower.
You guys ever get tired of living your lives on the road? Go, go, go.
But yeah, we're still happily married.
Still happily married.
We practiced yesterday. We went up to it's called Goldbug, and if you walk up this canyon, and they've got these natural hot springs. It's just like a sauna. Just sit there in the pool, and you got this view, looks out over the canyon. And then even literally right over there on those kind of hills that are somewhat bare.
Yeah.
That's all BLM land out there, and there's a huge trail network out there. And there's those well-marked trails that just go all over the place. I think, don't quote me on this, Idaho has something like the highest percentage of federal land in the state too, which is why property values go high, because you don't have that much property that's available to buy in the state of Idaho, because there is so much open land. Somebody told us you can actually stake a claim out here too, somewhere.
Yeah.
What do you guys mean by stake a claim? I'm not familiar with that
Like
exactly.
Back in the days when everybody came out west, and you stake a claim and you get this property and the government gives it to you for free.
That wasn't
That's crazy.
Yeah, so you have to, I think you have to build some kind of structure and be there for 3 years or something, and then you get it. Oh man, movie theater's closed.
I'm just taking a look around. It's just like a plethora of stuff in here, and I love every minute of it. Oh my gosh, Beanie Babies. I haven't seen these in forever. That's crazy. They used to be such a thing back in the 90s. What? They still make these? How many of you back in the day were rocking these bad boys? Used to have a house with stairs in it. I loved throwing the slinkies down the stairs. This is just so cool. This kind of seems like the store that has a little bit of anything you need. Like, what kind of people you have coming in here mostly? Is it tourists or?
Lots of tourists in the summer through like Christmas, but then I mean we do have those locals that just come in all the time, and the town's really good about like supporting local, which is awesome.
How long did you say this business has been open for?
59 years.
Wow.
Yes. And then I just took it over. It's been 1.5 years now for me and my husband. It's been so good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a lot. Well, we have so much inventory. We have like so many different categories. And you gotta carry the small things for a town. Like we have to carry shower curtain liners because nobody else in town does, or like certain sheets because nobody else will.
What?
And, you know, just because Safeway Ace in here is kind of like your home goods.
So everyone like knows everyone here?
Yeah. Basically, or I recognize you, but I don't remember your name.
I mean, I noticed even like looking around like some of these. I used to own these as a kid. Like have these, you put these together and fly them, right?
My dad will come down the steps. The toys.
That is so cool.
He loves all the little toys.
The nostalgia as soon as I saw it at the top of the steps.
Awesome. Oh, I really like this hat.
Here you are.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
Oh, it's gonna match your outfit. Like the brown.
How's it look?
Looks really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. It's my favorite brand, so it's all good. Let me get the door for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, you look like you're from Idaho now.
Okay, that's all that matters. That's what I was going for, so. It's a really cool town. I like this.
Yeah.
Small towns are like where it's at. 68 for some recreation property. 480 for 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, and 2 acres.
Look at this log cabin.
There's no price on it.
Oh,
so.
yeah, it's really tiny.
Oh, 1.1 million.
I'm just thinking of like the road in the wintertime to get to these places.
Yeah, they probably get some bad weather in the winter.
And it was like that when we went to Maine. I was like, oh my gosh, Maine is beautiful. Like, I want to live in Maine. And then I was like, wait, the winters.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
An owl with a bunch of arrows in it. I'm not sure what the...
Night owl.
The night owl, huh? The story behind that, I bet. We're gonna give the Junkyard Bistro a shot.
Well, thanks.
How's your day going?
It's going well. How's your guys?
Good.
That's good. I think this is the best part about like living on the road full time is that you are constantly trying new food everywhere you go. Caveat to that is it can get expensive. Oh my gosh, the GoPro has this like little handle that you can wear. I dropped it in the au jus sauce. Oh yeah.
That food was so good.
And a really good price too. Ah, thank you. I knew you'd be here. I knew you'd be here. You be salmon, Mom. Bring me the salmon.
Bring me salmon. Oh, you're so vicious. Yeah, it's been amazing here. Yeah, it's such a great town.
It is. I live outside Missoula. Worked for Costco for 30 years. I was like, 30 years of being inside, listening to everybody complain at Costco a lot. I mean, there's some great times, but there's some times you really wish you weren't there. I enjoy what I'm doing now. I miss all my friends. That's what when you leave, I'm out doing this and they're all up there, so.
Well, I can understand that struggle, but we're on the road, so we have no one to relate to because everyone's like, what's YouTube? You know what I mean? And
sure.
Working in the ER was so easy to make friends. Now that we're out here alone, basically, you kind of feel like a lone wolf all the time.
It's kind of hard to make a close friend. I mean, you don't get the opportunity to make friends too much. I mean, you'll meet some acquaintances, or maybe you might every now and then meet somebody you might keep in touch with and run to another place camping. But yeah, it makes there's pros and cons to everything. But again, my sanity's a little better because I've done this. I got out of high school, went to service, had my hair short my whole life. Worked Costco haven't cut my hair. July will be 2 years. My wife hates it.
Is this kind of like your post Costco phase? You're ready to just
yes, so some of my friends are like, who is that? I'm like, yeah, sorry.
That's
I've always wanted to
hilarious.
do it once, and I'm 57. I ain't gonna get a chance to do it many more times. So
It seems awesome to have your own campground in place, but like, what are some of the struggles you run into?
All the little things. I didn't know much about irrigation. I don't know if you've been in my little laundry room. I know nothing about washers and dryers, but now I'm learned a lot of stuff off of YouTube.
Yeah.
A lot of videos, so I can fix some stuff, but I've still got a lot of things I'm working on. Different when you're by yourself. You get one project going, and that's when someone will show up over here and leave that project, and you might not make it back. And
It's like weeds, right?
It's fun.
It's like the weeds keep popping up.
It is fun though. You get all these people who everybody's happy here.
Who's coming to Salmon, Idaho? Like, who is coming?
A lot of people going from Tetons or from Yellowstone. They might take the long way around and heading up to Glacier. Yeah, that's what I enjoyed when I moved to Boise early 90s. When I met my wife, I think Meridian was about 35,000 people. And you could drive between Boise and Meridian and there was a gap. Now it's all one, and Meridian's 135,000 people. It's almost 1 million people in the valley down there now. It's grown like you can't believe. And I love all my friends and all the places, the memories of the great places that we used to go, but it takes an hour to get there now.
Because I come from like a small town in California, and when I come to other small towns where everyone knows everyone,
yeah,
it's just like, I don't know. There's a certain vibe around it that I just really enjoy.
Sure.
I'm not much of a city person.
No.
You kind of stand, once again, it leans more into that lone wolf. You kind of feel like alone, but when you come here, everyone's just kind of giving you a nod, a smile.
Oh, yeah.
They acknowledge you, so it's a pretty cool thing to be a part of. Well, Jeff, thanks for all your time, man. It was nice to meet you. It's a really bittersweet thing being here, because bitter in the fact that we have to leave here, sweet because it is just an amazing area to visit. All this water backed up against these mountain ranges. What?
You can't walk here.
Okay. Whatever.
Okay. I'm gonna have to call.
You ready to hit the road?
I think so. I'm gonna get Stinksters loaded up. There's like nothing out here in like Idaho. I was looking at grocery stores and restaurants and slim pickings. I'm gonna finish getting ready.
Who among us here is without sin? I'm just a lonesome drifter on the lonely highway.
Stoplight. We haven't seen a stoplight in so long. Holy cow, I didn't know there was one here in Salmon. Oh, there's two!
In your hand, I'm just a lonesome drifter on the lonely highway. I'm just a lonely.
These things go boom when they go boom, Yeah, we had to make a quick pit stop. Someone needed shoes, and it wasn't us. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I actually used to own a dirt bike just like this.
Really?
Yeah, this is about the size.
What
This
kind
is probably
is it?
like 120. Oh yeah, it's a 125. That's what I had. And my dad actually had that one behind you, the 250. Like, those memories with my dad were so cool. We used to take our trips up into the mountains and just go for miles and miles. That was just the best.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cool. Would you go like up really steep hills?
Yeah, the dirt
Wow.
bikes, like,
Yeah.
they get wherever you want them to go. The chest protector, the helmet, the boots, we had everything. Yeah.
Motocross.
We're legit. It's crazy.
It'd be fun to hop on it again, right?
I know, I want to take it for a spin. What about you? What's your story?
Well, I was born and raised here. Graduated from high school here in 1961. Went in the military, ended up in Alaska, and came back here in 2014. And now I've got 8 geese and 30-some chickens and 4 guinea hens and 19 ducks, 4 turkeys, 4 cats, 2 dogs, partridge in a pear tree.
Or they keep this bad boy stocked. Deposit nickels, dimes, or quarters. And if you want, they came out with a new soda. It's called Spite. Man, being back in a Les Schwab, it brings back childhood memories. Oh man, it's crazy. Walking in there, it's nothing but the smell of tires and popcorn. I remember walking in there with my dad, and we would just get popcorn, all this free popcorn, and it was just something about the environment. Hot summer days, hanging out with dad. It was good time. So it's kind of nice to be back in this environment.
No, I will admit, I've had to really, really work on my patience. Things going according to plan, but not knowing how long it's going to take. And then you're like, well, we have to stop at a grocery store and almost 2-hour drive. I want to be impatient and I want to be in a rush, but I just have to tell myself, it's okay. No rush. Take it slow. There's nowhere you need to be. It's all going to work out.
It's a beautiful area though.
We get to town once a week, sometimes twice.
So you have to plan out your trips to town? Is that how far off the kind of grid you live, or?
Well, I don't live that far away. It's just that the cost of fuel and everything, we got a lot of animal feed to buy, we got expenses, and there's no use wasting them.
So you think this area is going to keep exploding, unfortunately?
Oh, I'm sure they'll keep growing, no doubt. If the balloon popped today, I'd go home and stay home, and we'd be okay.
You'd be self-sufficient.
And I've got a creek running through the property, so we've got water.
Oh yeah, you
we've got garden, we've got food, and we've got animals. Was born and raised here, and I grew up in town. Stepdad's parents owned a little farm out on about 10 miles out of town on a place called Tower Creek. And so, you know, it was a tough decision. I can stay in town where there's not much to do, or I can go out to this farm where there's no people, but you can ride horses, you can shoot your gun, you can fish. It was a tough decision. So I spent all my time on there that I could out there. Married this gal. She didn't know what she was getting into, I don't think. She claims she loves me though, so.
How long have you guys been married for?
Married in 1991.
91, that's when I was born. So 33 years.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Time flies. Middle Fork.
Take a Middle Fork boat trip down. You'll never forget it for the rest of your life. This is the biggest wilderness area in the United States. It's the Frank Church Wilderness Area. No motor vehicles of any kind, no motorcycles, no nothing. You walk or take a horse. If you can't get down the Middle Fork, take a trip down the Salmon all the way down to Riggins. You will not ever forget that.
Mm-hmm. Up in Alaska, what part of Alaska were you in?
Down in Kenai is where we were living.
Kenai?
Never got tired of that. Well, Alaska, if you took it and put it in the middle of the United States, it would touch every border, north, south, east, and west. To really enjoy Alaska, you either have to have an airplane or a boat, preferably both. You'd be like you died and went to heaven. Okay.
Hey, it was a pleasure to meet you. I'm Kyle, by the way, and thank you for your service.
Rick Isley.
Nice to meet you, Rick. Take care of yourself. Is this home for you?
Born and raised, yeah.
Kind of like these hidden places where it's not overrun and people enjoy it.
That's what I like. I like the mountains and no people.
Yeah, I feel like Idaho's underrated.
It's nice that.
It is. I just watched a video where they said it's the only Western state that does not have a national park. I mean, it has the Craters of the Moon National Monument, but they said they don't want to call it national park because as soon as they change that subtle name, people like tourists and the amount of people who will come here and get crazy. So you grew up in North Dakota?
I was there for like 5 years.
Okay.
I was born here, then moved there. The thing I liked the most was the flatness, and the fishing out there was really good. That was one of the big popular things was catfishing. Always went to hockey over there. That was the big thing, hockey in North Dakota.
I guess, I mean, it's so close to Canada.
So close to Canada. Oh yeah, where I was at Grand Forks, it was only 90 miles away from the Canadian border. Since it got so cold, ice fishing was so popular.
So go to North Dakota for the best ice fishing experience.
Oh yeah. Since it gets so cold in North Dakota, the coldest I ever dealt with it was negative 60 degrees. My car, I went out and started it one morning and then shut the door and it just has a big old crack through it because it was so cold. It's still there.
It lasted.
It just, I was like, nope, I'm not going to change it.
What's the scoop with the popcorn, man? That is like a common theme throughout all of them, right?
Honestly, I've been doing Les Schwab for 20 years. I still don't know the popcorn thing. Although I will tell you that I'm not a fan of popcorn anymore.
Yeah, it's just constantly being around
because I've worked at a movie theater and working here, so when you have popcorn every single day, it's kind of horrible. My wife likes to watch movies, and she's like, "You want some popcorn?" Absolutely not. I've heard so many stories about like the celebrities that come through. I guess Bill Clinton's done the river rafting here. Country stars have come through here and like hung out at the bar. I guess Bruce Willis was seen a long time ago. I guess he would come up here every now and then and hang out at the bar because he was just get recognized. And yeah, if people came in here, you wouldn't get recognized because nobody around here is like, star-studded.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
All done? Next stop, Chalice. In late spring, Both rivers on both sides of the country are very high, but for two different reasons. On the east side of the country, it's because of a lot of rainfall. And on the west side of the country, it's the sun warming up the mountains and it's all the snow melt. Well, we're back in Chalice.
We're starving.
We are hungry. It's been a few hours.
And there's only 3 places to eat in Chalice.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go get some barbecue.
So wherever you like it, outside, inside,
Wonderful.
we'll get you some menus.
I made a big mistake today. I wore white. I don't know if any of y'all can relate to this, but I am the absolute worst when it comes to spilling things on my shirts. So today's goal is to make it through lunch without getting this dirty.
I can attest to that. I'm glad we're eating first and then getting groceries because the other way around is not good.
Beautiful day.
It is beautiful.
Or, like, I don't know.
Is this what you stress about?
Yes.
You're stressing about the grocery store.
Yes.
Let's just enjoy lunch and then we'll go to the grocery store and figure it out.
Okay.
One thing at a time.
The struggle, maybe you guys can relate, is that you're sick of making the same things over and over and you want to make something new. I just feel like we always have to get groceries, but I guess you gotta eat.
Well, that was a success. And I didn't spill anything.
Okay, I'm not as stressed as I was before. I think I was hungry.
Yeah.
All right.
$9 for all this. Kind of pricey.
Good. I think it would be here.
I don't know where anything is. You can't leave a grocery store without having sweets.
That was Annie's still. What about all your other clients that you're running out of? Would you like?
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, geez, here we go again. I saw it, thank you. All better. Exact reason why you don't want to put animals in there while you're driving. Okay, we're good. Ooh, actually cold, which I like because that means we're gonna sleep really good. It is not hot. I was paying attention to the jacks, so the jacks wouldn't hit that, and I just realized we almost hit this rock. Oh, you are in bear country. Dun dun dun.
This is far too tempting. We gotta go play in it.
Hi.
Did you feel the water?
I didn't touch it, no.
Yeah, that's better. A lot of this is mountain runoff, so it's absolutely freezing temperatures. This river never really warms up, but man, is it beautiful.
Okay, wow.
Barely.
Oh, I get so nervous walking on stuff like that. Oh.
Yeah, we're definitely in bear country now. So it's always good to have a insurance policy on hand. On our last trip up to Alaska, we did some fishing up there, and the gentleman had mentioned that it's always good to have bear spray on hand because bears are curious, especially when fish start coming out of the water. It's an easy target for them, which kind of makes us, in theory, an easy target as well. So we're not messing with that. Well, we already learned our first important lesson. The Salmon River is awesome right now, but we're having some frustrations because it's so shallow. So we're not able to get any good fishing in because our little bait pieces keep getting caught up on the bottom of the river. Time to go find another spot, or hopefully find one. Yeah, that's still a no. We're trying to go find some fish and...
Good luck. The river is running so high and hard, I didn't try it. And there are a couple of geese down there with goslings.
Love it. Thank you, sir.
They're out there on that sandbar island.
Fishy, fishy. What did you get?
A rare species here. Stand back, everyone. Look at that view.
Okay.
About the top of your
You want a photo with it? It's the only thing we got. There's no fish.
Well, no luck, but we honestly had a blast being out here. What do you say? We go home, get a bite to eat?
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Okay, we had such a big lunch that I decided we're gonna do something really short, sweet, and simple tonight. So we got corn on the cob boiling and popcorn shrimp in the oven. I love it because it's not gonna create a lot of dishes and it's gonna fill the bellies.
Oh, it feels so nice to be showered. I hopped right out and threw whatever I had on within reach, and I look like a candy cane that just walked out of Christmas. But hey, as long as you're comfy, that's all that matters.
We haven't had corn on the cob in forever. This is like, I don't know, this is like giving me Louisiana vibes. Thank you.
Thanks.
He's sniffing the shrimp.
I'm playing that for myself. This is an ingenuity item.
You want to talk about it?
I'm full.
It is 8:30 and look how light out it still is. I think we're gonna be dealing with sunlight for another hour, but that won't stop us from going to bed. So see you guys in the morning. Good night.
That was easy.
Good morning. I'm supposed to leave here today, but every single campsite is completely booked, so we're gonna try to stay here another night, but the problem is we are out of water. I feel like we're always problem solving, but that's life. Look how beautiful this area is. You can just smell the pine trees. The air is just like so cool and crisp.
So this is the only bin that we have to hold water, so let's just see how this goes.
Why are all the water connections in Idaho so strange? Yeah, went for a while.
Just got Bella.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
The things we do for simple necessities like brushing your teeth and doing some dishes.
This is crazy.
All right, ready? Easy does it.
And then we have to drive slow enough that we don't lose it on the way. You ready?
All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, whoa.
Ah, water. Such a scarce resource nowadays. It's all right, I don't need to shower tonight. I showered yesterday. What kills me is we have like fresh running water right there.
Yeah, let's try this. Go ahead.
Let her rip?
Yep. Well, it has to suck all the air out first. Don't know if this is gonna work.
Well, it's worth a shot, but I think the hose is way too long and the pump's not strong enough. So we are gonna pioneer days this.
All right, there's our water source for the next night.
I'm gonna do the method where I recycle the water, so I'm okay. All done. Not bad at all.
Whew, it has been a day. Being inside all day, getting some editing done, but it feels like a day well accomplished, if that makes sense. This little stinker here is doing nothing. Nene's still editing right now.
Having fun. How you doing?
I mean, it's been like 90 degrees outside. It has been blazing hot. Finally got the AC ripping here. Generator is on. If I didn't know any better, I would just say we're flat out cheating right now. I mean, no electricity, but we kind of got electricity. It's beyond me. Oh, just keeping it so simple for dinner tonight, which is really nice. I could use an easy dinner. So you like being a pioneer woman, huh?
Yeah. Oh, this looks so good.
Ooh, the cheese is seeping out of them.
Ooh. Thank you for cooking.
It was a rough one.
Oh, that's so good.
Got a class 5 soaker right here.
Sir, more water from the well. Thank you. Pour that in there. Pour that. Okay. Thank you.
Primitive camping.
Now I see why so many people want to live in the mountains.
If you enjoyed this video, head on over to HappilyEverHanks YouTube channel where you'll find hundreds of videos with unforgettable stories you won't want to miss. Subscribe and tap the bell so you'll always be the first to see our latest adventures. Thank you for all your love and support. See you on the next one.